Well, ever since I left Congress, my trades are shit. I can't get any insider information anymore, and these fuckers won't tell me anything anymore. So I've been drinking a lot more. My husband's still in love with a homeless hammer guy, visiting him in jail and shit. So it hasn't been easy, okay?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, September the 9th, 2025. Happy anniversary to all of you who were Trump Entertainment Resorts shareholders prior to their bankruptcy filing back 11 years ago today, September 9th, 2014, when the once Trump Taj Mahal, which has now been demolished, filed for bankruptcy. 999. We kept talking about 999. 999 doesn't mean shit, all right? And for anyone who's curious, I have zero actionable intelligence for you to react on after what we went through yesterday. So you may as well call me fucking Secretary Bessent or whatever person in the government that reacts on intel. I don't have any. I got nothing. But I will entertain you for a couple of minutes before we get started, because 999, it's a portal of completion and renewal. On September 9th, 2025, we step into a rare, powerful, energetic alignment. The 999 portal. In numerology, the number 9 represents endings, wisdom, spiritual growth, and completion of cycles. You do what you want with that. All that I care about is that all of you who were in the 6505, 6500 call credit spread yesterday for $3 because, hey, I'm a fan of Monday closing below 6500.
So I was right.
Kudos to you. At least, the problem that I had with it is we got down to 64.8329. The gap is 64.8150. We now have had our fifth close, not above 64.80, but above 64.70. And as we got down to that, because we had nothing happening at all, nothing with a 25-point range, Karen came and took it away. So, again, we got nothing. All I can show you here is the QQQ is up 12.55% year to date. You are still up 44.96% from the April lows. Over on the SPX, we are up 1.46% on the month, 15.3% year over year. A close above greater than 10% year to date, 64.94 I think the number is. And we are still plus 35% from the April lows, coming off 48.3504. I do have a Fibonacci spiral, which I have started. This is not the August 28th top, because I continue to keep looking at these just to see whether or not we have one that clicks. And I still do not see one. September 8th, where we should have a low. September 10th, a high. I haven't been able to see one come in yet. We can stretch that 64.43, but doesn't really fit. We want something that's as clean as the February 19th, where you had virtually no slippage. It was a very easy guide going to the downside. I'm sorry, going to the downside, going to the upside, all of it in there together. This just doesn't click at the moment. However, over on the QQQ, I have been tracking one on that, and that one for so far is actually working out to be pretty accurate. I'm not pointing anyone in the direction of it. I'm just saying, pointing it out. It's starting to look a little accurate as far as how it's been working off that August 13th top. So anyway, like I said, I got nothing actionable for you. Here we are again. Can't get below 235. The dogs are going nuts underneath my feet, and I am stuck babysitting them. So if they bark, you got to deal with it. But here we are. Nothing whatsoever, and the full moon taking place last night. I hope you all enjoyed it. So let's get on to the charts. Futures looking pretty nasty. Little floats to the upside overnight, and very, very terrible sell divergences over on the daily, or I'm sorry, over here on the hourly. Nothing to be actionable on. Like I say, it is what it is. Over on the updated charts, again, starting off in the wrong place there. I will start you off over here, where I always do. Nothing. I wanted to see that 65.11.72 yesterday to, be able to say, well, we only got that 65.08, 65.08.67, and then we got the dip off of that. Didn't work out. Overnight, we were above 65.11.72 over on the futures. I don't know. Again, because we're narrowing in, trying to, take the one tiniest of all nuts and the biggest of all squirrels and make an attack plan on it. That's what we got going on right there. So, nothing. 65.55, still open. 64.85, got to start seeing that bears have control, you got to start seeing the bulls lose control above 64.80. You got to start seeing the bears start winning below 64.45. You got to see the bears gain control below 63.85. And then you got to figure out what the hell is happening in the event we break down below 63.40. And as of right now, you don't have anything on the cards. Tomorrow is PMI. Thursday is CPI.
Everything is fake.
Today just happens to be 999 is all that it is. SPY, obviously no change whatsoever. QQQ, no upside gaps whatsoever, neither on the SPX nor over there on the Dow Jones, which we'll get to here in a second. But again, QQQ 583, smoke and mirrors, still open. Dow Jones, again, nothing whatsoever, nothing. Still holding above 452 over there on the DIA. And on the IWM, I mean, 235, at least you have to get below 235 to be able to know that you have an opportunity, that there is something taking place here, and we just simply have had no action at all. So, I will leave you with a couple of things that I watch regularly, and I am starting to see a little bit of a curl over here on the TLT. Starting, where are we? Get here on the, make sure we have, yep, we do, but not seeing anything as of yet over here. No, we're seeing it fractionally right here around 3:30 in the morning, and now it's starting to fade off. We're starting to see the DXY start to recover a little bit right here early in the morning, but that's gone away. And over here down on the right-hand corner, the 10-year, breaking below that 414 was a big, just pucker your butt. But I'm starting to see it turn, and as you can see here, just zooming in, well, I'll have to remove the 400. You know what? I'll remove all the studies just so you can see it. Right here on Friday, this was Friday last week, where we got that big slam down where, we started factoring in after the jobs report multiple numbers of rate cuts, which are going to be coming over the course of the next 3 consecutive FOMC meetings. Get the 10-year back above that 414, and the bears might actually have a little bit of gas to work with over on the SPX, QQQ, the DIA, and the IWM. So anyway, guys, Tuesday, enjoy yourselves. Any questions you have, anything whatsoever, send me a private message over there in Discord. We had a little bit of a discussion as to how to do that, since Discord's kind of new to everybody. Or just go ahead, go back to Slack and send me a message on Slack. I'm constantly monitoring that as we have this transition period moving forward. Happy Tuesday.